I got people trying to tell me what to say, what to ask. I'm like, yo, hold up, man. Let me get my thoughts. Let me get my bearings together. I can't think straight. And on top of that, I'm smoking marijuana.
There you have
So
it.
it's just a little crazy. I got people trying to tell me what to say, what to ask. Ooh, we on. All right, all right, all right. Polo, baby, Flacko. Flacko is the head, right?
Flacko, man. You already know Flacko's, you know what I'm saying? Polo Baby Flako. I'm in the building, man. What's good, y'all?
I fucked up because we already live, but let's get right to it. Shout out to the real. Shout
Shout
out to the
out to the
fake.
fake.
Shout out to that nosy. You better stay in your place. Get it low. Punk, I'm here with my co-host,
Chad the Saga. What's goody? Dysfunctionals.
upcoming artist, Polo, Baby, Flacco. Break down the name. Tell them how to get to know you.
Hey, man, listen, bro. K-Town, we in the building, man. It's the new legend, man. It's me. I'm him. You know, I'm in the building, man. Shout out
New
to the
legend.
dysfunctional.
Him.
Yes, I'm sorry. What was that, bro?
Nah. I just said new legend, man.
Oh, yeah, for
I like
sure, for
that.
sure.
New
Yeah,
legend.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the building, man. Polo Baby Flako. Y'all tune in. Y'all tap in, man.
So
This run is gonna be legendary.
So what you mean by new legend? I ain't never heard that term.
Yeah, man. So as once you tune into me, you get to know, you know what I'm saying, see the catalog, see all the work that's been put in. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own piece of history. So this is me presenting it to the world, man. And I've already gotten a few legends that tapped in with me and you know what I'm saying? I got the nod from some people that's up there. So, you know what I'm saying, the new legend has arrived, man.
So when you talk about the new legend, you talking about you got a bit mixture of boom, bap, and trap. What does that mean? I know what it means
Man,
for me, but I want you to break it down.
yeah, man. Well, it's boom trap, man. You know what I mean? I'm in Florida, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? I was born in Jersey, but I was raised in Florida. So, you know what I'm saying? We really, that's neither here nor there, but we have a foundation based off lyricism. So, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a combination of both. But, the new legend is more lyrically based, but you know what I'm saying? That trap is still in there, but that's where that comes from.
When you think about Jersey, right? When you think about Jersey hip hop sound, what are some of your biggest influences?
Well, really, man, my influences was like Hove, Pun, Pusha T, Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? Two Chains.
Okay.
Shout out to Young Dro, you know what I'm saying? Lyrical artist that's still Southern too, you know what I'm saying?
Young Joe doesn't get the credit he deserves.
For
And I
sure.
think because he didn't put out enough body of work. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
he came back later on, but he kind of rode his wave and just kind of like chilled out. I don't know what was in his personal life. I'm a Young Dro fan. Um, who else? Young Jeezy, definitely a Young Jeezy fan. There was one other surprise on there. Um, Two Chains. Pusha T.
Oh, 100, man. Clips, Pusha T and Malice, man. Both of them boys, like Ray, you know what I'm saying? Used to bump that Lord Willin', that Hell Hath No Fury, you know what I'm saying? To the casket. I'm like a huge fan, man. I love their music, and you know what I'm saying? I love their style and how they structure. You know what I'm saying? A lot of their lyrics is visual. And I feel like I try to base some of my style off that as well.
Mm. I heard you talk about the visual things in other interviews. Visual, how you would like to do a visual. I think that's a great idea. I think you almost got to now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like more of a long game now. It's like the long games. You can't play the short game no more. Because you never know when something's gonna, you know what I'm saying? It can happen at any moment. So talk about that. Talk about your vision for the new legend, how you setting up the album, and how you wanted to look and what the people should receive and how they should view you as an artist. You got to tell people what they're looking at sometimes.
Nah, for sure, man. Now what you see is what you get, man. It's the fly, it's the real, man. Polo everything, man. As you can, see once you start doing the research and start listening to the catalog, and you'll see the stories and the pictures that I'm painting. You know what I mean? But as far as from the like the next steps, you're gonna get more projects, more. the Try Harder series, Try Harder 4 is gonna be coming out. So then once Try Harder 4 comes out, you'll start understanding like, oh, that's part 4. So there's a 1, 2, and 3. So it's gonna start leading you down different rabbit holes. And if you a trap fan, you got the Flacko Blanco 2. I'm gonna drop a Flacko Blanco 3. So you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get that, you know what I'm saying, more of that. And then if you want to listen to some real shit, whatever, whoop de whoop, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get back to my new Legend 2. Like it's gonna be more series and more, ways that I'm gonna take the listener to.
I get that. I get that. And I like that. And I heard the versatility in the lyrics. And I knew that you was a lyricist. And I seen that the drill and the boom. But I see how you try to mix that up. You call it trap though, not drill.
Nah, well, drill is when you got ops and so on and so
Mm,
forth. If you actually listen to my music, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of like get money's like, you know what I'm saying, that young Jeezy aspect of like that motivational music. Like, you know what I'm saying, when you about to go, make a run, you about to go do what I've had people now, they've been sending me like they working out in the gym, like to some of my music. So that's just kind of like, all right, cool. Like it's that thing that gets you going.
mm. Shout out to the real. So when you talk about polo, you talk about polos. So that's still fly?
Come on, man. Come on, man. That's a rhetorical question, bro.
Yo, listen, that's polos for I love low, but I'm talking about for your generation. I'm talking about I've been rocking low since I was 5. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know if it's still popping. That's what I'm asking because I'm an older gentleman. So is my
Absolutely,
co.
absolutely. Yo, listen. I know you seen the quarter zip trend. You know what I'm saying? That with
Mm.
the niggas rocking the quarter zips now and all that. So you know what I'm saying? A lot of the now you start seeing it. It's a lot of you see that pony on them sweaters, man. You know what I mean? It's and it's everywhere. When you see actors, when you see it's you know what I'm saying, the streets, like when you actually look at even streamers, I don't know the name of the streamer, but he had on a polo sweater. Like everybody still wears polo. You feel me? I've been wearing it my whole life. You know what I mean? So, and shout out to the lows because actually that's what made me start rapping again. Cause I started doing the camera work. I fell back from the rap, and then Benny Blanco from shout out to Low Life Orlando chapter. You know what I'm saying? He kind of plugged me in. I got to meet Thurston Howell. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? He heard the music, and everything's just kind of been going up since. And now I'm sitting here talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the we talk about low lives because low lives back in my day was like a crew, street crew. They used to rob Macy's for all the low. So what does it mean to you now? What is the low lives? What do you mean?
Well, nah, man, these boys right now, from what my experience with them, you know what I'm saying, they doing community
Yeah.
work, you know what I'm saying? They doing a lot of things. They throw events like, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole
Where
movement, you know what I'm
shout out to
saying?
Big
Like,
Earl. Shout out to Big Earl.
yeah, yo, real talk,
Educate
man.
me, because I don't know. Back in the day, the low lives was a street crew. They used to rob low, still low, and it was good. There was a mob. There was one of the crews before the gangs and all that shit got popular in New York, where I'm from. That's what it was. So
What
who
word?
you talking about, Chad? About Earl? Who's Earl?
Earl lives actually in Orlando.
Yep.
Earl's down there. Thurston's down there too. The
Yep.
reason why I know is because I'm from Altamont, born and raised in New York, but moved down here a little bit. But
Oh,
I'm
for sure.
right outside of Tampa right now. But Block Forever,
Oh, big
that's my
salute to Black
people.
Friday.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
So
got I got it. I got an EP with him.
I see that. I
Yeah.
saw when it's funny when Smash sent me Pablo. I said I don't know if that's the name. So I went to your page. I was like, yo, wait a minute. Then I hit him up. I said, yo, is he from Orlando or something? And then we said the Kissimmee. I said, okay, because the reason why I said that is because I saw a lot of mutual friends.
Word,
So,
word,
you
word.
know what I'm
Respect.
saying? So that's what's up. Small world. But yeah. They do a lot of community stuff. I know Earl does a lot with the Little League out there, Azalea Park.
Yeah.
And they just they're not how they used to be, let's say.
Yeah.
They got their name out there for the better instead of the worse. So shout out to the Lowe's
Shout
Orlando
out to
chapter.
Shout out to Low Life Weekend too. Every year
Yeah.
they do an annual where they bring the rappers. They had terminology, Razcast. You know what I'm saying? They be bringing these artists and these acts that come into town, man, and gives the other artists opportunities to get verses from them. And they set up a whole network, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Shout out to
Shout,
Thurston for real.
shout out
Salute.
to the real. So did you name yourself or somebody name you?
Nah, I had created the name myself. I mean, I've been Flacko my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Throughout my rap career, I've rebranded myself several times. You know what I'm saying? Different spins off of Flacko this, or Flacko 4K, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I always been wearing polo my whole life. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? About 3, 4 years ago, probably like during COVID and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's when I was like, let me reinvent myself again, you know what I'm saying? And put it all together. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm surprised that I'm not from that like young era, bro. Like I'm 88. You feel me? So I still got the baby face. So you see what I'm saying? So it all comes together. You heard?
Nah, I hear you. I hear you. That's why you educate me right now. That's what I want to know. So I didn't, when I first was looking at your story and I heard you talking, I heard the low lives. That's the first thing I thought about. I was like, damn, I remember the low lives. So, this is all about educating people. You educate me because I don't know what's going on. I don't know everything. So now I know. I get to check it
Bless,
out,
bless, bless, bless,
look
bless.
into the low lives, see what's going on. And like I said, I had friends that used to be low lives back in the day.
Oh,
CeeLo,
respect.
Amar, Just Low,
Mhm.
Leonard Miles, that became a police later on in life. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. Shout out to the old school low lives. They used to
Respect.
cause a lot of terror in our town. So let's get to this. let's get to let's get to this hip hop shit, man. Let's get to this hip hop thing. So, what's your favorite track on the album?
Man, it's to me, I'm tied in between, man. That FX4, which is the single I'm currently pushing, and Who Shot Charlie. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of tied up in between them two records.
Who Shot Charlie? That's a
That's what that record's for, man. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Listen, you got go down that rabbit hole with
pull it
me,
out.
man. We trying to figure it out.
Who shot is Pull out Who Shot Charlie.
What did the track on the Who Shot Charlie?
So the entire album was produced by Team Demo. So
Team
big
Demo?
shout out to Team Demo. You know what I'm saying? They produced for Method Man, Wise P, Rome Streets. You know what I'm saying? They produced for you know what I'm saying industry people. So you know what I'm saying? I'm happy that they was able to bless me with that. Big shout out to Benny for putting that play together.
Where is Who Shot Charlie? Is that out yet?
It's the
Yeah,
last
it's
one
on
on the album.
yeah, the
Yeah.
last track on the album.
Mm. Shout out to the real. What were some of the artists like? You see what's going on now, right, in hip hop. Um, what's some of the artists you would like to work with right now? Because right now I feel like I don't know because underground game is always game. If you got fans, they're your fans. And that's what I appreciate about the underground. You know what I'm saying? I went to some shows, I go to their shows sometime when I'm invited, and, and it always got hardcore fans at the shows, man. And you'll be surprised because it's not about, you learn right then that it's not all about social media and followers and all that dumb shit. You learn right there that there's people that really
The
appreciate,
organic.
there's independent thinkers that are not moved by the masses and they really know their music and they know what they want to hear and they're there and they're out there supporting. So have you traveled? Have you did shows? Have you performed? How do you feel about performing? What's your experience?
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? I've you know what I'm saying? I'm traveled, you know what I'm saying? I be up north, I be up top, I be in Jersey, I be in the Bronx, I be in Miami all the time. That's like my second home, you know what I'm saying? I be in Atlanta. We trying to map out some West Coast dates. Big shout out to XP the Marksman out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I love performing. You know what I mean? Right now, I haven't had any performances since I've been, you know what I mean, pretty much just curating like the rollout for the album and putting everything together, you know what I'm saying? And just trying to put together a run. Cause really I'm trying to go back to the beginning, like how I used to do when I was rhyming, where it's just really about the music. So like right now I just want people to listen to it and get hip to it, you know what I'm saying? And then the rest will follow. Cause to your point, man, like I feel like on this project, this time has been real because I have legitimate strangers that have been showing me like genuine love on this project and like following, going through my catalog and pulling up, you know what I'm saying? Like people that's really locking in with me. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm very grateful for that. The trigger don't matter because dudes the image so gruesome. So That scramble this and chaotic. At this moment we divided. So tell me who patriotic puts to these extremes. I no longer be modest or even moderate. And the donors control the populace through conglomerates. So companies are anonymous, losing jobs to autonomy. Blame it on the economy. Say lies. Tell them it was extremists. Use AI. Then sit back, stroke of a genius. Still searching for meaning. Unearthing the reason. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to know our leaders misleading. It's always been about the green and made you worship false idols disguised as demons.
What are the odds? Like, you know,
Definitely, I feel a little demonic shift right there. It's like a
There's
little dark. Look, it's a little
there's
dark over there.
there's different layers, man, and you know what I'm saying. We'll peel back the layers as you know what I'm saying, go through them different rabbit holes of the music, man. You feel me? So you know we got the there's a Trap Testament series as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, man. It's a lot, and I feel like with that record, I wanted to end the project on a like kind of like a cliffhanger because I feel like with the Charlie Kirk situation, I don't think we'll ever really know who shot him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I wanted to leave it on a high note, and also, you know what I'm saying, tap into certain people, into the listeners' souls.
Yo, that was heavy. Yeah, that was motherfucking heavy right there. Just fucked me up right there. Damn, I feel like I'm smoking weed with Dave Chappelle some fucking way. Well, hold on. So, who shot Charlie? You referenced that to the Charlie Kirk assassination. Rest in peace, Charlie. You know, we support Charlie and his cause. I hope he gets justice. But who shot Charlie? And you feel like we'll never know. And even though they got a suspect, but it's truth. It's a conspiracy. It's now it's a conspiracy. Yeah, that's heavy, man. I don't want to get too heavy in it because I don't want to get sensitive. We ain't built like that, man. We can't afford that. But we can't afford that. Yeah, so that's heavy, man. I liked it that. I appreciate that.
Let me ask you a
Makes me
question. Did
appreciate the record more. Yeah.
when you put that track out, did you think about the ramifications that could follow? Like, did that like put any doubt in your mind? Like, man, maybe I shouldn't put this out.
Well, I think I didn't. I really felt confident putting it out because you know I feel like the most like the deepest message within all of that is um regardless of what we even believe, it's still gonna continue to happen because they just did it in front of our face. So I'm
Say
just I'm just
less.
another I'm just another guy with a tinfoil hat.
Ain't nothing wrong with that at
Yeah,
all.
man. I've been, that subject is crazy and it's a lot going on around the world, man. And you know, that gets to my next thing, man. When you think about Polo Baby Flacko, what comes to mind? For one word, one sentence.
Legend, history,
Mm.
my time, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take it. Nobody's gonna give it to you, so it's time to take it.
When you think about people, one word, one sentence.
One word would be irony
And why do you say irony?
because I feel like all humans are walking contradictions. So we always got to question. We even got to always don't be afraid to even question yourself. You feel me? So we always learn something new every day.
Interesting. I can
When you
dig
think
it.
about the world, one word, one sentence.
Simulation.
And why stimulation?
Nah, man. I'm a retract simulation. I'm gonna change the word to power. And you know what I'm saying, the more you have, the less rules you have to follow.
Hmm. Shout out to the real. So where you think we going right now?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this: it's more than likely gonna get worse before it gets better. You know what I mean? So always educate yourself. Always focus on the aspects I would recommend to anybody that's listening to this is focus on your physical, your spiritual, your mental, and your financial health. You know what I'm saying? Focus on those aspects and always try to better those, and then try to leave a positive impact on the next people that's coming in your space. You feel me? Because our time is only here for a certain amount of time. So in that meantime, try to be a legend. Try to leave a legacy for the next one.
That's a powerful message. And when you talk about legacy, man, we all want to leave a good legacy. But why is it important? Like
Well, it's important because
you're not gonna know about it.
it's important because like when you had that janitor that's probably mopping or whatever, and he's thriving to be the next best something. He's thinking about that person. He's thinking about that Kobe. He's thinking about that Michael Jordan. He's thinking about somebody that inspires him to try to be the next big thing. You know what I'm saying? So, even if he don't make it, even if let's even take that back. Let's say if it's just a janitor and he's the illest janitor that place has ever seen. There's gonna be somebody in there years later that's gonna try to be
Yeah.
the next best janitor because of stories that person left behind.
That's powerful. That's powerful. What's the most important person or the most important advice you ever got?
You got to do for self before you can do for others. You know what I'm saying? And I got that advice from a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, that I met through networking and things like that when I elevated my circle. And another thing that I was told was, whenever there's elevation, there's separation. So when you go up, you're going to lose different people that's around you or different even parts of you. And then you'll gain new parts of you and other people as you ascend into the different levels of the world you want to be in.
In fact,
Chad, tell them this or that.
all right. So on our show, we do a segment, little icebreaker called "This or That." I'm gonna give you two choices, and you're gonna pick the better of the two for you. All right. First one: bars that hurt feelings or hooks that pay bills.
Hooks that
Bars
pay
that hurt
bills.
feelings or hooks. All right. Hooks that pay bills.
Yeah.
All right. Independent grind or major label machine.
Independent grind.
Hold up,
Drill
Chad.
beats.
Hold up,
Yes.
Chad. Excuse me. So we said independent grind, right? So if they just threw a bag full of money at you, because everybody has a price.
It's true.
Then what happens?
Well, before, you know what I'm saying, we even look at the bag, we got to look at the structure of who's providing the bag. You know what I'm saying? Because, at my age, like, 100 bands, that ain't, you know what I'm saying, a quarter M is not even nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, we not little kids. You know what I mean? A car and a shiny chain is not gonna impress us. You get me? So, you know what I'm saying? We have to even look at the structure of whoever's providing the bag. Because whenever anybody hands you anything, there's always things that's attached to it. So, you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Something's always attached to it.
It's
Yeah,
never, if it's too good to be true, then it's not good. It
It's not
ain't true.
that's a fact. That's a
not
fact.
all money's good money.
Real
So
spill.
when you think about in the hip hop, then who would you like to work with?
Man, there's a lot of people, man. If anybody, you know what I'm saying, I'm actually open to working with anybody because I'll switch the flows up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Trap artists, rap artists, you know what I'm saying? West Coast, whatever, you feel me? It don't matter to me. I got it all locked down.
Lockdown, Chad, back to this and that.
Drill beats or soulful samples.
Soulful samples, man. We gotta touch the souls, man.
Pain rap or straight flex talk.
That's a hard one. Man, nah, man, we always gotta show them the pain, man. We gotta give them pain.
One classic album or 10 viral singles?
You gotta have a classic, man. You gotta have a Illmatic.
Loyalty over money or money fixing loyalty?
It's hard, man. It's hard. That's a tough one. Um, I'm gonna say money, man. I'm gonna say money because listen, man. Even who those that are loyal on well, not loyal.
In fact, Smash, I want you to answer that.
What?
Loyalty over money or money fixing loyalty? I think I know your answer, though.
Trust. Oh shit! You hear me?
I hear you. You see us? Yo, yo.
Nah, I can't see. Hold up. Damn. This is not my day. Yeah. So, loyalty or money?
Loyalty over money or money fixing loyalty?
Money fixing loyalty?
Yeah. Meaning, I know.
Yeah, meaning what?
So the money fixing loyalty would mean you may have disloyal people in your group, right? And money can fix their attitudes to turn back to loyal, to being loyal.
Oh nah, I'm not paying nobody to be loyal, bro.
Okay.
Nah, like if you disloyal, you not loyal. Like that's it. You cut off. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
that's
I have to I have to rechange my answer because nah, I
Yeah.
didn't. I thought you mean like money. Like, are you gonna choose money over like people that's trying to be loyal to you? You know what I'm saying, or being
No,
loyal
no,
to
no.
somebody?
No, it's already having semi loyal on the team.
No, 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 no.
well.
We'll do one more. We'll do one more.
So you said
Uh,
loyalty. Hold up. Loyalty over money. Is that a question?
yes, correct.
Money
Well,
over loyalty.
well, we could change it.
I don't
So
think
let's
you
do
can
it like
have.
that.
I don't think you can
Let's
have.
loyalty over money or money over loyalty.
I think you take loyalty over money because if you have loyalty, then you go get the
You're
money.
gonna get the money. Facts.
So that's how I would see it because we're not just talking about one person. We're just talking, we're talking about a thing, a group, a bunch of people.
Right.
So if you had that type of loyalty, then why couldn't you have the world?
Last one. We'll do one more. Um, Real life stories or cinematic exaggeration.
Real life stories, man. Because shit, the truth is stranger than fiction.
Okay.
What
Let me
about you,
see.
Chad? You
That's,
like what you on that?
wait, what? The last one?
Yeah.
Uh, I want to say real life stories only because there's a lot of I feel movies. The ideas of movies come from a lot of real life stories. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, with the question, it's not meaning your real life story. It could be yours. I could write something about your real life story. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is too is like in society today, we as a people are always looking for that authentic, right? Especially now, like even with social media, and you see something, it may be real, right? You look at the comments, first comment saying, "Oh, this is AI." If you look at anything that has a glimpse of being somewhat fake, even though it may be real. It's hard to tell now. But most of the times, the first 5 comments, I'm not going to say the first one, but the first 5 comments, one person is probably going to say this is AI, which is crazy. But AI, that's another topic. I feel that that's going to be a gift and a curse. It already is, and at some point there has to be some type of control. Whether like I could do an AI or Smash saying he's gay. You know what I'm saying? People are doing that, and people are really assuming that AI is real, or they'll run with it. You know what I'm saying? There should be some type of penalty for that. But
Yeah.
I mentioned the government needs to step in. Maybe they don't want to step in because that's a tool that could be used for the administration, and not just this current administration. AI has been around for easy, in my opinion, a decade. It wasn't that great, but now it's only going to get better to worse.
Shit, we don't even know what level AI, people, the
Exactly.
government really got. We might got a version.
Yeah.
I think
That
a
that
bunch of things was AI. You know what I'm saying? That happened. That I'm not even going to speak about it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't get sued for saying shit
Yeah.
like that. Well, they can sue me. I ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, a lot of things for me, I felt that was AI, or planted. It might have been, I don't know. It felt like it was staged. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff that happened. So a lot of things that they put out there that they, making a big deal about, I really feel like it was staged. But you won't know. You won't know, man. We're in social
we're in some
media.
crazy
Social
times.
media is a weapon right
Yeah.
now.
A powerful weapon.
And right now, the powers that be are, trying to monopolize off the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You see the whole game shifting right before our eyes. Um, I don't, you know, everything is down. Record sales are down. Like, how does that just, how does that happen? Everything is moving. Especially think about what happened at Hot 97. Ebro, you know what I'm saying? And them getting kicked out. But I think, can't say age because Funk Master Flex is still there.
Do you feel it was political?
No, I don't think it was just political.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't. You know why? Because I didn't really. I wasn't really a big fan of none of them guys.
Yeah, I don't know the specifics, but normally with shows, right? If the numbers aren't good, right, your shareholders have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Right? And to keep the shareholders happy, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna change this up. We're gonna do that.
Mm.
So I don't know how their numbers were, but
Nah, they
we
got
all
kicked out the
know
building. But listen, yeah, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying. You see, Netflix, took on,
the
Jada,
podcast shows.
Jada and Joe. Congratulations.
Shout out to
Um,
Jade and Joe.
and The Breakfast Club is on Netflix. So, with some things, and then they just had an announcement that YouTube is won't be added to Billboard charts. You know what I'm saying? So you
Oh,
can't,
word.
yeah. So I don't know what that means because I just think that things are radically changing really fast. It's like, wow, you see, like people are just, everybody's doing podcasts now. Look, it's just a really strange time. I just can't wait to see the end game here.
Gonna be
Can't wait to see.
interesting.
Do you think that the whole brain, the way we used to think, due to us being on social media and all the things that's in this goddamn phone, they pick up our thoughts. I could be thinking some shit and the shit just pop up in this thing. Do you
Yeah,
think
man.
that it has some effect on, what we're processing, how we're processing it? Um, our attention span. Just think about relationships now. They're like
Yeah, I think it's, with social media, like everybody get that instant, you know what I'm saying? It's that instant, like instant gratification, you know what I'm saying? They basically measure they moves off of how many likes they can get and the clout era and things like that. And it's actually been going on for a couple years now since COVID, really, you know what I'm saying? Since COVID, when
COVID set
everybody
it
was,
off.
you know what I'm saying? Once
COVID
that
set it
happened, it's
off.
it's a shift, you know what I'm saying? So you got people all locked in, and then now you got people all free. So, it's like a shift, man. And I agree, like, a lot of people are doing like podcasts and streaming, and things are starting to change. And the beauty of the hip hop is that, you know what I'm saying, like the underground is always the underground. So if you got, if you could develop a fan base, you know what I'm saying, you got vinyl, you got merch, like you got ways that you can still keep your fans in tune. And I feel like that's where some of the sales is probably even getting affected too, because now some of your traditional listeners, and you got a lot of, classical acts that are coming out, not saying classical in that sense, but like Clips dropped a new album, you know what I'm saying? Ghostface has dropped one. Like there was, legendary.
Raekwon,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mob Deep, you know what
Nas.
I'm saying? Nas, you know what I mean? So these people are not, they're going to the record stores to cop the vinyl. They
Mm.
going back to that essence. So I feel like that's also kind of indirectly affecting the streams too.
Mm, shout out to the real. Um, yeah, I think everything's affected everything. But you know what? It might be good though. It might be good, especially for the underground artists. Because I heard Eric Sermon the other day, and he was saying, he go direct to consumer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's the
for
way to
sure.
go. He said he still does everything else, but the first people that get it is direct to consumer. They'll have it way before everybody else has it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it might be better in a lot of ways because now you can get real value for your product,
Yeah, for sure.
and be able to control it a little bit better.
Creative control,
But,
absolutely.
but right now, I'm seeing that the machines, the powers that be, they can push the button, make anybody hot,
Shut it down. Yeah.
or turn your lights off. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you thought that motherfucker was hot? You know what I'm saying? They not hot. What happened? It's like, wow, how did that just happen like that? And it's amazing to see all these things going on. I think a lot of us is a lot of artists are being forced on us, kind of.
Mm.
Cause I'd be like, yo, who the fuck is listening to this shit? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
am I old? But I'm like, nah, man, I don't hear nobody really. And I think it gets forced upon us, and then some people become fans, especially on our kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Especially on the younger generation. Some of these artists, I'm like, I don't understand this shit. I don't get it.
Yeah.
So where you at on the younger generation, man? Where you at on the younger guys coming out? Who you
No, well,
fuck with?
there's still younger cats that are coming out with the real, you know what I'm saying, with like, that classic sound. And even some of the new cats, there's a lot of misses, but there's a few hits in there that, you know what I'm saying, there's a couple of young cats that got talent, and they doing their thing. I think it's just really social media kind of like amplified how much of it we receive. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, historically, there's always been acts that are not good. You know what I'm saying? There's always been songs, one hit wonders. I mean, these things always kind of rinse, cycle, and repeat. But with social media and, what I'm saying, the wave of all, like, we just got a whole wave of all of it. You know what I mean? But I think that, the youngest, I just think the only thing that the youngest need to do though is they just got that like the drill and the ops and like killing each other and all that. They gotta kind of tone down on that, because you know what I'm saying, like it's not really productive.
And I think, people are kind of tired of that shit too, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Man, it don't hit the same. Like there's even some artists that, like, because their op died, like now their music has been affected because they don't got nobody to diss, so they can't. Like you have to be creative with music. That's the beauty of music. You know what I mean? Get creative. You feel me? Don't just always rap about the same shit.
Hmm. Yeah, so that's another thing. Like a lot of artists just coming out of jail. You know what I'm saying? You had the Young Thugs, and everybody was, and now you got Pooh Shiesty, you got Max B. Home. Everybody was, free this, free that. And then, a lot of projects. Not Pooh Shiesty, I think his was number one right on Apple, right? But a lot of things been missing. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fake love out there. So these artists got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? So it's to your New Year's. What has to happen in the next couple months to bring everything together? Because we already at the New Year right now. So you probably had plans. So I want to ask you about that.
Nah, for sure, man. You know, just really just keep pushing the new legend. You know what I mean? Right now I think we released it in October. So we just really 2 months in, and it's really now starting to pick up, like, some streams, and starting to get into, the right people's hands, and more opportunities are starting to open up. So we're gonna keep pushing that, and then we got a lot more music to come. We got a lot more visuals to come. And then yeah, man, we got I think we in Brooklyn, March 7th. So we're gonna do also some traveling and things like that, making some
March
moves here and
7th.
there.
What you doing? We got a show?
Yeah. So some of my Orlando people gonna be out here. Shout out to Sidney Poitier, Matt Ills. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be out there. They're doing an event over there in Brooklyn. So I think there's gonna be a whole team out there. But I'm putting together all my plays because I got people in Jersey, I got people in the Bronx. So, when I make a move, you know what I'm saying, is I gotta have 4 or 5 things already going, you know what I'm saying? And then we make it all happen.
Mm. Sounds good. I would like to be there for that.
Now for sure, man. We're gonna lock in, bro, for real, man.
So we could I like to be on the scene, get a look at that. Yo, Chad, you got anything? I'm sorry I got distracted for a minute. They was telling me about this little punk ass nigga, you know what I'm saying, making noise on the internet right before the show started. So the shit got me, you know what I'm saying? I'm in my head, I'm trying to focus in, and the shit got me pissed off. Cause I wasn't thinking about it. I knew it existed, but I was like, whatever. So now they talk about right before I start doing the show. So sorry if I got my mind a little mixed up. It done pissed me off today. So excuse me.
Trolls, gotta watch out for them trolls, man.
Yeah,
That that's all it is. That's all it
pretty
is.
much, and fucked me up for a minute. So my shit seemed a little scrambled. I apologize. Don't be
I got a
telling me no
question.
shit like that. That's why don't be talking to me about nothing before the show, man. Come on,
That's what we
man.
do.
You
That's
know,
what we
stole my,
do.
you got me mad
I wanted
serious
to
in here.
see how you were gonna compose yourself.
Yeah, you see, I'm a
It
little
didn't
bit
go
too
well. It
composed.
didn't go well.
I'm a little bit too composed. Shit.
I got a question. When did you realize that rapping wasn't just a hobby for you anymore? At what point, what stage did you say, "Hey, wait a minute, I could do something with this"?
It's probably like 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying, when Benny Blanco hit me and was like, you know what I'm saying, like, I see you doing what you're doing, but you got to get back on this mic, you know what I'm saying? And from there, you know what I mean, connected me with producers like Toast 187, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Toast 187, he's produced for, now I'm getting connected with people that's working with legends, you know what I'm saying? So it's nothing less than legendary.
Benny Blanco from the
Now
Bronx.
you see that path
Yeah, for sure,
basically just
for,
opened up. That's what's
for
up.
sure.
That's dope.
Is Benny Blanco from the Bronx?
Nah, he from Long Island, if I'm not mistaken, man. But big shout out to him, man. Putting the play
Shout out
together,
to
man. I feel like, sometimes people gotta believe in you. You always gotta believe in yourself, and I've always had confidence, but you feel me? Like when somebody come through and be like, yo, look, bro, like this is the play. You drop the play, I like let's run it.
Yeah, you do need that. You do
You know
need
what I
that.
mean?
That's very important. You gotta have somebody that fuck with your vision, see where you're going, and that's important. It keeps the morale up.
Yeah, for
Keeps
sure.
the morale, especially when you're independent, because the grind is long. It's long. You gotta stay on it. You gotta stay on it. You know what I'm saying? Because any moment it can happen. So you in the Bronx. I mean, you out in Bronx or Brooklyn, right?
Brooklyn, March
Look,
7th.
March 7th. Oh, yeah, that's a long time from now. I'm thinking this shit is next month or something. See what they done did to me, man?
Yes.
Let's be all the way in March.
You're
All right,
thinking it's
all right.
next week. You're thinking it's next week. You already passed New Year's. I'm
Yeah, I'm like,
sorry, you
oh
already
shit,
passed
March
Christmas.
7th.
You passed New Year's.
Yeah, I'm all the way over there. Y'all done messed my damn head up. So, are you married? Or you got a girlfriend over there?
Yeah, man. Married, kids, family, you know what I'm saying? Family man, you know what I mean? Homeowner, all that.
That's a beautiful thing, man. So, if you, what's the one advice you got to say in marriage? You a happy wife, a happy life kind of guy?
Nah, I'm also a happy spouse, happy house. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not, you know what I'm saying? It goes both ways, you feel
Both
me?
ways.
As it goes both ways, man. You feel me? Like we I spoil you, you spoil me.
I liked it that one. I liked it that one. Chad, you never taught me that.
I did tell you that. I said you're gonna win some battles, you're gonna lose some battles.
That too. But
But
you
you
live to fight another day, Craig.
that's right.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Oh man, all right. So when you think about the legends in hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, if you can go back and work with anybody, who would it be? Big?
Pun for sure,
Oh, all right.
man.
Oh, cut me
Pun,
off. Pun, all right. Big
pun.
pun. And why big pun, man?
Man, that's one of the first artists that really got me into like trying to like push my pen, you know what I'm saying? So
Oh, I see. I see. I can hear it
yeah, for sure, for sure.
with the patterns, the rhyme patterns.
Trying to, you know what I mean? Try like you could bend the word, like you could really tap into that pen was really pun. That's who got me into that type of time.
hmm hmm Um, anybody else?
Hove. Oh no, you said wait, back in time? Let me see. Hold on.
No,
Nah,
no, that's back there. That's back there. That's back there. That's old school.
um
People don't even know. Some people be dissing Jay-Z online, and they just don't even understand. I think he got the most haters out there.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
people don't
yeah, yeah.
understand the impact he had. You know what I'm saying? So people try to, over time, they will try to erase and replace your ass.
Yeah, that's true too,
That's for
man.
sure. That's for
Yeah, that's,
sure.
yeah.
And then it's funny. Some things don't. You think some people say, I don't know if it's the underdog spirit. Like some people try to say Nas's career aged better than Jay-Z's.
Nah, I mean, Nas is still making music. You know what I'm saying? So, big shout out to him for still keep, pushing his passion and doing what he do. Jay-Z did more of like the you know what I'm saying, kind of went the I mean they both elite like from a celebrity standpoint, but Jay-Z did the like marry Beyonce, businesses, this and that. Nas he's now I want to say in the last couple of years he's really been more on the businesses and stuff like that while still sprinkling music here and there, but they kind of went in different routes. But I mean I'm always gonna be, you know what I'm saying, Jay. I'm going I'm team Jay, man.
Shout out to, and when you think about all these rappers, all these entertainers, do you think it's a reason they're all selling their catalogs now?
I mean, a lot of them probably don't. I really don't know the answer, man. I'm not in those rooms or seen that much money at one time or know their circumstances or I'm not really sure of what's the determining factor. I've heard both sides like yo, it's a good idea because what I'm saying, I don't it's a big bag of money and you still have some type of, I think it's like creative control on where it gets distributed. I mean I don't know whatever the stipulations of the contract, but what I'm saying, like, or that's your music forever for your next generation, for your kids and everything. You know what I mean? Like those, it's a double-edged sword.
I think it's a bunch of factors that go into it for the ones that do,
Yeah,
against the ones that don't. I guess it's all one off on as far as the situation, basically.
I believe they don't have no choice at this point, man, because
Think
all
they're
these
being
streaming
forced.
services are being ate up by like a few companies. It's a few
yeah,
companies, man. And you gotta, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, when it comes to us and when it comes to our culture and what we're trying to do out here, I can't figure the life of how we're gonna be able to compete. You know what I'm saying? With how they're dividing and spacing things out with the wealth here. I mean,
yeah.
I
I
don't.
mean, I mean, me personally, I feel like there's always gonna be a divide. You know what I'm saying? It starts with education. You know what I'm saying? We have to start changing the way we think. You know what I'm saying? And it's a thought process. I think it's already happening, even in hip hop with the shift, because now kind of lyricism is coming back. Underground, independent artists, independent acts. A lot of people, the access to information that we have nowadays is a lot better. So, what I'm saying? I think that, you can look at it that way too. Like if you're an artist, they offer you 100 M's for all your old records. You a musician, you're gonna create more music. And now that new music you just sell directly to your fans. And I mean, it's a good way to just keep making bags.
Yo, because the nigga, Memphis Bleak said some old else. He said they offered him 100 M's. He wouldn't sell his catalog. That nigga's lying. Who the fuck is gonna pay Memphis Bleak 100 million for his catalog, my nigga? I don't know. I don't know. I just thought that shit was so funny because you just said if they offered you 100 M's. Who knows? Who knows? Memphis Bleak said, nah, he learned that from Hove. Hove probably kicked that nigga in the ass. Motherfucker, don't you ever say no dumb shit.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know about.
Oh,
I wasn't in
man.
them rooms, man.
Oh,
Sometimes you
man.
be around. Sometimes you be around certain rooms, man, and there might be somebody worth billies that's just like, yo, you know what? I'll give you 100 M's. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know, man. Especially when you with Hove, you right Hove's right hand man. It could have been. See, that's the thing. It could. Here's just playing devil's advocate. It could have been some crazy shit like Jay's in a room full of billionaires, and some nigga wanted to be funny and be like, yo, I'll cop your whole man's catalog for 100 M's. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. You know what I'm saying? It could have been some funny business like that, but at certain levels, bro, you still get the same type of niggas.
I don't know, unless the dollar depreciates really low.
Bro, say
A
you'll give up
hundred
that
mil,
100 mils.
100 mil for Memphis. I don't know. I can't, I can't see that, man. I can't see that. Shout out to the real. What do you think about this P. Diddy 50 Cent fiasco?
Hey
I mean,
man,
you think
it's
it's
unfortunate. It's an unfortunate time. Anytime, like when our the greats that we looked up, we look up to, they feud and they fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, they life is our entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So it's an unfortunate situation, man. But another thing too is like when you dealing at the highest level, man, that comes with a responsibility. You feel me? So like people look up to you. You know what I'm saying? So all the moves you make on and off the camera is a reflection of you know what I'm saying what you're trying to do. So just always keep that in mind. You feel me?
mm,
Do you feel money and power causes that disconnect?
Yeah, because now reality changed. Now you can literally create the reality you want to. So people see it differently and they move differently. But the thing is, you see, you change the reality at your level in that world, but we still all in the same world.
Listen,
So in that world, in the rap world, yeah, you a god, but in like in the entire world, you still. So now you got to get back knocked down to back to reality.
mm, mm. When they think about, the cameras and everything coming in your house, that's what I was trying to ask you, like with the attention span, when we talk about lyricism. And I think the game has always been lyrical. It's still lyricism still at the top of the game. So I don't want to say this, but with the attention span with some of these younger people, man, with the social media brain, I don't know. Do you think it's I don't know, you think they can't follow along with some when it comes to lyricism?
Nah, man, a lot of the young cats they love the lyrical, you know what I'm saying? They be listening to like the J. Cole's and you know what I mean? Like there's still artists out there that's tapped into that type of music, you know what I'm saying? When shout out to Sidney Poitier, man. When we was in Miami for that art basel, he was opening up for Benny the Butcher. And fam, like the majority of those cats out there was like, you know what I mean? Like mid
word
20s,
for
early
word.
20, you know what I'm saying? There was a few cats in they, you know what I'm saying, 30s and whatnot, but like they love that sound, man. It's real.
Shout out to the real. Chad, you got something else?
What's the hardest truth you learned about the music industry so far?
People that can put you in the position to win still don't want to see you win. So,
Mm.
you know,
Mm,
what I would this would be a recommendation is that there's so many people in this world. Never feel like that one person that could put you in a position to win. Never put yourself under that person. Don't feel like this is the only yo. I gotta lock in with this person so I can get to where I need to go. Like you don't always feel the need. Like make your own way if you have to. You know what I'm saying? Don't put yourself underneath somebody. If you have to make a name for yourself, go make a name for yourself. Don't feel like you gotta attach yourself to a name to try to make a name for yourself.
mm. I like
Shout
that.
out to the real.
I
Very
like
good.
that.
Very good.
And he said people that's in position to win sometimes don't want to see you win. People that's in a position to put you on the win won't see you win. That's powerful, man. That's a good one. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. Shout out to the real. Um, I need one more thing, man. What's the craziest thing you ever been through? We need a highly dysfunctional story. It could be a date. It could be a fan. It could be.
I mean, just what I'm saying, we live a certain type of lifestyle, man. So, that involves, what I mean, craziness, what I'm saying, surveillances and what I'm saying, running downs and hopping fences and what I'm saying. So, we free though, man. Freedom is the most important thing, man. Always keep your freedom.
All right. All right. So, have a girl ever, what's the craziest thing a girl ever did to you?
Oh nah, man. Nah, man. I can't go down that type of rabbit hole, man. We're not gonna go down that type of rabbit hole.
Shout out to the real. Chad, same thing before we get out of here.
Dysfunctionals, it's been a great year. We will be back 2026 stronger than ever. Polo Baby, it's been a pleasure. We're definitely going to link up because I'm only an hour, 40 minutes from you. But we definitely get to touch base. You definitely, Matt Hills is my people too. So, we definitely got some people in the same circle. Definitely go link up. Nash, I should see you hopefully before this year is over. And we
Yeah,
take it
man.
from there.
Call me right after this too, man.
Yes, sir.
This guy's crazy, bro.
Salute, brothers. Thank you for
Polo,
having me on, man. Bless.
Polo, talk about tell people where to hit you up, tell people where to meet you.
Yeah, man. All day, man. It's all social medias at Polo Baby Flako. That's Flako.
Anyway, dysfunctionals, I'm really, really sorry that Chad gave me bad news right before the show and scrambled my whole fucking routine. So, but mostly, I think we had a good conversation. I really liked it. I got a lot out of it. And I think that we put it out there. I think it was all right. Sorry for my mishap. It's all this nigga's fault, man. Shout out to the real. Shout
Shout
out to
out
the
to the
fake.
fake.
Shout out to that nosy bitch. She better stay in your place. Get in line. Fuck. Polo. Sorry, man. I got to apologize for that, man. I'll get it right the next time. Until then, y'all make sure we see you again. We might be late, but don't you be out of here.
Peace.